Hello everyone, this is the second part of pointer arithmetic. In this we'll be discussing addition and deletion operation using pointers. I've taken an integer type variable and two integer type pointers. So whenever we declare a variable, it is assigned a memory location, and what are we doing here is we are assigning the address of number to pointer 1. So now pointer 1 is having address value 2000 and is pointing towards num. So if I print this printf statement, it will print 2000. The %u here is used to print the address value. So this 2000, the supposed address of the number, will be printed. Now see in the next line, what I'm writing is ptr2 equals to ptr1 plus 3. As you have seen in the previous slide, that increment the values there is same as adding one value. So in here what we are adding 3 such values. So what will happen is, so 2000 was the base address, that is of ptr1, and we are adding 3 values. So clear that just like increment operator adds 4 bytes, so we are adding 3 times those 4 bytes to this 2000. So the value stored in our pointer 2 has now become 2012. Clear? So if I print this value, now pointer 2, it will print 2012. This also means that now my pointer 2 is pointing towards the address value 2012. Okay. So in the next line, what we have performed is we have subtracted pointer 2 from pointer 1. What do you think should be the output? The output is 3. Why it is 3? If you see here, that is 2012 minus 2000, the output should be 12. How is it 3? So there is a simple formula for it. What happens is 2012 minus 2000 is 12, but what we did, we multiplied it by the size of that operator, so we have to keep that parameter in mind. So that the difference between the address is then divided by the size of that particular data type. Here the size was 4, so the answer is 3. Clear? Similarly, the simple formula for adding some value is stored address, that is 2000, which was in our case, plus the value which we are trying to add into the size of that particular data type. You have to keep one thing in mind, that other than deletion operation, we cannot perform any other type of operations like addition, multiplication, division, or modulus with the pointer. So addition, division, multiplication and modulus are invalid operation on your pointers, because क्या होता है कि हमारा जो resultant address होता है, sometimes it may or may not be valid. Suppose I am taking a value x and another value y, and address of x is 1000 and address of y is 2000, and if I add x, if I add both the addresses, the resultant address would be 3000, and it can be out of scope. In the case of division, we are not getting any out of scope values, we are getting the difference between the two addresses, right? So in here the value can go out of scope. Same is the case with division, same is the case with multiplication, and same is the case with modulus. Let's see a collaborated example of pointer arithmetic. So in here I've taken an array which is of size 3 and having 3 values 4, 7 and 11, and an integer type pointer as well. And then I have written ptr equals to array. So in the case of array, writing ptr equals to array is same as writing ptr equals to ampersand array. What it does actually is, it assigns the base address of our array to the pointer. Our pointer right now is having 1000 stored in it and is pointing towards value 4. So if I print the statement, it will give me an output 4, and if I print this statement, it will give me 1000. So next what I have done is I have applied the increment operation. So in the case of increment operation, what we do is we increment to the 4 bytes. As you have seen in the example that it is incremented 4 bytes. So 4 bytes away is our next value. So now our pointer is pointing towards this address value. Right, now our pointer is having value 1004 and is pointing towards 7 right now. Writing this is same as writing this, and the incremented value will be 7. The same example here as well. The only addition I have made here is I have added one more pointer, pointer 1, and it is pointing towards array plus 2, means to the 11th value, because 2 into 4 8, so 1000 plus 8, 1008 value we are pointing towards right now. So if I print this value, it will give me an output of 11, and now I'm subtracting ptr1 minus ptr. So the output, as you know, will be 2. This 2 is also the index value of our 11 in the array. So while we are using these operation on array, it will give us the index position of that value. So in this slide, I have summed up all the arithmetic operations which we can perform on our arrays and with their output as well. So you can check them.